Good morning students. Now today we are going to discuss some graphs. The position time graph are not in the syllabus. So today we will discuss the velocity time graph, and after that I will tell you how to solve a numerical which is based on the velocity time graph. So students, you can see here I have plotted 5 graphs. All these graphs has a different slope. Now in a given graph, this axis is known as y-axis, the horizontal axis is known as the x-axis, and the line which you can see between x and y-axis is known as our graph or the plot of our graph. And if you see this first graph, now here we have taken, in all the graphs we have taken the velocity on the y-axis or the vertical axis, and the time is taken on the x-axis or the horizontal axis. Now we will analyze all the graphs one by one. Now in the first graph you can see that there is a line, straight line passing through the origin. Now this is the velocity graph for the velocity for the body which starts with 0 velocity, because here the velocity is 0 and it moves with uniform acceleration. Means the body was at rest, its velocity was 0, and after that it starts moving with uniform acceleration, and in that case the graph will be a straight line passing through the origin. Next we have, this is the body which is moving with a uniform velocity. This is the graph which is moving with a uniform acceleration. In this graph, the body is moving with a uniform velocity. Uniform velocity means there is equal change of velocity in equal interval of time. Now, in the third graph, you can see that this is the graph for a body which is moving with where there is a greater change in velocity in equal interval. There is change in velocity in equal interval, and for this body the acceleration is increasing. In this case, for the body is moving with decreasing acceleration or the body is retarding slowly, means it has the decreasing acceleration. The acceleration of the body is decreasing, and there is a smaller change in velocity in equal intervals. In the last graph we have a body whose velocity decreases from a particular value to 0 in the given time interval. First of all, the body was having, suppose, the initial velocity at A. Now as the time is passing, the velocity of the body is decreasing, and ultimately the velocity of the body becomes 0. Going to discuss the various quantities which we can find from the velocity time graph. So the two quantities we can calculate if we are given a velocity time graph. Out of it, the first quantity which we can calculate from the velocity time graph is the acceleration. And how you can find the acceleration? Acceleration हम calculate कर सकते हैं by calculating the slope of the velocity time graph. Now, what is the method to calculate the slope? Now, on the given graph, you will take 2 points. See in this figure, मैंने 2 points लिए. This is point 1, this is point 2. And after taking any 2 points on the slope, you will draw perpendicular from that taken points to x-axis as well as y-axis. And when I have drawn the perpendicular, at time t1 the velocity is u, and at time t2 velocity is v. How we calculate the slope? The formula for the slope is difference in y coordinates divided by difference in x coordinates. So the acceleration is equal to slope, and what is the formula for slope? y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. From this graph, its value come out to be v minus u upon t2 minus t1. Means जब भी आपको कोई भी velocity time graph given है and you need to find the acceleration from this velocity time graph, तो आपको क्या करना है? You need to find the slope of that graph. Now the second quantity which we can calculate from the velocity time graph is the total distance traveled. The total distance traveled can be calculated by calculating area under the graph. जब भी आपको velocity time graph given है and you need to calculate what is the total distance or what is the total displacement of the particle, what you have to do, you have to calculate the area under the velocity time graph. Suppose this is the velocity time graph. I have drawn this perpendicular, so it looks like a right angle triangle. अब राइट एंगल ट्रायंगल का एरिया क्या होता है, हाफ, या कोई भी ट्रायंगल है उसका एरिया क्या है, हाफ इंटू बेस इंटू हाइट. सो हाफ इंटू बेस इंटू हाइट. हियर द हाइट इज u and the base is t, so the area will come out to be the area of this right angle triangle. So the area of this right angle triangle will be the total distance or displacement which is covered by the particle, and which we have calculated from this velocity time graph. Now we will do one numerical. After doing this numerical, you will have a better view that how we can calculate the area under the graph. So in this numerical, what we have, this is the speed time graph of the particle which is moving along a fixed direction. Means it is moving along a single direction, and we have to calculate the distance between two intervals. First interval is from 0 to 10 second, and the second interval is from t is equal to 2 second to t is equal to 6 second, and also we have to calculate the average speed in both the interval. First of all, we will take the interval from 0 to 10 second. Now in the interval 0 to 10 second, this is a triangle. This is the height of the triangle. This is the base of the triangle. How we will calculate the total distance traveled? It will be half into base into height. For the base, we have 10 minus 0. For height, we have 12 minus 0. So the total distance traveled come in the time interval 0 to 10 second come out to be 60 meter. Now we have to calculate the average speed. Average speed will be the total distance upon total time. Here total distance is 60, which we have calculated by calculating area under the graph, and the time period is given as 10 seconds. So we will divide them and we will get the average speed as 6 meter per second. Now in the second part, we have to calculate the distance and time interval for the second t is equal to 2 second to t is equal to 6 second. In this, we will divide the scenario in two parts. First, we will take the distance s1, that is from t is equal to 2 second to t is equal to 5 second, and in the next we will have from t is equal to 5 second to t is equal to 6 second. Now in the first part, we know that the acceleration is increasing and the body is moving with the uniform acceleration, so it will have the same acceleration between the interval from 0 to 5 second, and the acceleration of the body is decreasing from 5 to 10 second, so it will have the same rate of acceleration from 5 to 10 seconds. So in the first part, the body has started from 0. We have to calculate the acceleration. U is equal to 0. The final acceleration V is 12. From this, we will calculate the acceleration of the body by using the first equation of motion, that is V is equal to U plus AT. When you will solve, you will get the value of acceleration as 2.4 meter per second square. This is the acceleration of the body from between the time interval 0 to 5 seconds. Now we have to calculate the distance. Distance you can calculate by using the formula S is equal to ut plus half at square. Here the value of u will be taken as 0. So you will have half at square. A is given as 2.4 meter. Time interval you have, first we are taking from 2 to 5. So the time is 3 seconds. So you calculate, you will get the value of S1 as 25.2 meter. Next we have to calculate S2. S2 is between t is equal to 5 second to t to 6 seconds. First we will follow the same step. First we will calculate the acceleration from 5 to 10 seconds. Here the initial acceleration is 12 and the here the initial velocity is 12 and the final velocity is 0. You will find the acceleration as minus 2.4 meter per second square. Here the body is having increasing acceleration and in the second part it is having decreasing acceleration. इसीलिए जो in the first equation the value of acceleration was positive and in the second the value of acceleration is negative. Now as the same step you will calculate the distance S2. After calculating it you will get the answer as 10.8 meter. After that you will find the total distance by adding these two. You will get the total distance as 36 meter. Once you get the total distance, you will find the average speed as total distance upon total time. Between 2 to 6 seconds, the total time interval is of 4 seconds and the total distance which comes out between this interval is 36 meter. So the average speed between t is equal to 2 seconds to t is equal to 6 seconds comes out to be 9 meter per second.